Hello, everybody. Since we finished a couple minutes early, I wanted to just jump on and do a quick run through of Module 2 for you so that you know what I'd like for you to be working on for the next 2 weeks. So in Module 2, Comparative Education as Field, your task list for the next 2 weeks is here. As I mentioned in class, it's really thinking about more of an understanding of this comparative education as a field. So this is where I will link the screen capture. So return to this global citizens discussion from Module 1. This is a review activity. Respond to your peers as appropriate. I'm not looking for a specific number of responses. It's just something that one of your peers says, you're like, yeah, I had the same feeling, or this is an interesting way of thinking about that, then feel free. And don't forget to go in and check and see if somebody's responded to you. And then, as I've said, I've posted the beginning of class survey results. So those are in the module. I'll show you where those are in just a second. And if you want to, again, something strikes you and you want to make note of it, then there's a discussion board for you to do so. That's optional. Don't have to respond. There are 3 primary readings: the Phillips and Schweisfurth chapter, which is chapter 1 of this book, Comparative and International Education. And then the Marshall chapter, 2019, which is chapter 1 of this book, and then the Wellman article. As I mentioned in class, the Wellman article is rather lengthy, but a lot of it is like charts and tables and data. The basic reason for reading this one specifically is to really start thinking about those international pieces around higher education, what that means, ways in which we are internationalizing higher education, etc. And that's an area that you can explore further throughout the semester. So those are the 3 primary pieces for class for those readings. And then the link to the Comparative International Ed Society, so there for you, and then the link to their most recent newsletter, just to kind of see what the US CIES, Comparative International Education Society, what we're working on, thinking about. As you read Marshall, you'll find this activity, so that's what you post there, and then there's this post as well, First Thoughts about Comparative Education. So after you've read these 3 pieces, what are your 3 main takeaways? What are 2 things you're still wondering about? And what is 1 interesting quote you'd like to draw our attention to? And then the last thing for the module, actually that's it. So you've got your 3 readings, you've got your 2 activities, and then those beginning of class survey results with that optional post if you want it. So you'll see that everything is explained in the task list. Okay. And then when you go back to the module, everything's linked here, but everything's also linked in the module. So Module 2, you'll see all your links there for you as well. So if you have any questions, don't hesitate to let me know, and I look forward to seeing you in class in 2 weeks.